It doesn't help with the pain, though.
No, but I can't I know I'm in pain. My
You
body
try.
reminds me every second of every day
It's hard to
right now.
concentrate when you, yeah.
Yeah, but remember, I am a practice healer, and I'm a practice evocator, and I'm a practice, and I really, I'm like, I really get the sense that I'm around a lot of energy support in many ways. This was just a silly accident. It was not, but it is also Mercury retrograde. And
Yeah.
the last four Mercury retrogrades, I have had significant uh, point of awareness. Remember that blood clot that grew in my breast last year, just
Oh,
for the hell of it?
that's awful. Yeah, that was awful. I know you went through hell
Yeah, no,
with
so
that.
when I personally look at all this, okay, and I understand my life internally pretty well, okay, and it has not been easy, but I cannot turn around and accuse this and accuse that and accuse, I have to take responsibility. I
I
can
know
be,
it's easy to
you know,
blame. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
saying.
it's
Yeah.
easy to blame to your environment. It's easy to blame, oh God, I wish and stay in that space,
Mm.
like where it happened. I can't. I got to move on. But I am very ingenious, and I got my chair, my pillow, my ice packs,
Yeah, you're all set with what you need. Yeah.
and I study. What I do is and not only, I integrate, and we are moving into a moment that is, for me to tell everybody out there, don't be caught in um, in selfish wars. Okay, don't be
Yeah.
caught in selfish thinking. Okay,
Hmm.
because we are in a moment of calibration, and this calibration, right now the moon is in Scorpio. And my moon is in Scorpio, but a lot of
Yeah.
people's moon is
So
in
is mine.
Scorpio.
Yeah, mine's in
You know,
Scorpio too.
and
Yeah.
and this is a very significant time for us. That
Hmm.
moon in Scorpio is really. We're going to share screen. Tells us a lot of things, but it's also the degree, guys. Okay, within a few days, we're going to have a conjunction like no other, and
Wow.
and it will be a continuation. It's this is the amazing events that comes when the end of an age come, and you know the attribution of our tempers, our attitude, our
Mhm.
understanding that we need each other, right?
Yeah.
We need each other to help each other, to love each other, to care for each other, because that's what God's looking at, the energy of that.
Right.
And the energy, everybody's talking of enormous shifts. There will be. Um, but also those are earth shifts that were not avoidable. Okay.
Hmm.
And you can't avoid those shifts, Renee, because they're part of evolution earthwise.
Okay.
Humanity arrived on the planet Earth, quite a while back ago, okay?
Hmm.
And it was an evolution of cells and growth and understanding. And at the age of Pisces, that we are more familiar with,
Hmm.
okay? Because that's the end of the age that we're living.
Right.
But remember, we are spiritual being. We are spiritual being first,
And having a human experience. Yeah.
okay?
Hmm.
We that keeping that in a primary center of your mind, okay?
Hmm.
You are a spiritual being first,
Yes.
and that spirit engages you into your own personal future, right?
Yeah.
That person, that spirit that got involved with you the moment of this incarnation occurred for you,
Mm-hmm.
uh, as plans.
Oh, that's plans for you, right?
It
Okay.
always has.
All
It
right.
always has.
Yeah.
It's that little conditioning voice that we have within ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also the impression of the little devil on the left shoulder and the little devil on the right shoulder. Okay. There is that center in there. The head in this is the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to center yourself into your spirit. The times that we're moving through for the next 3 weeks are impressive, okay?
Mm.
But they don't have to be lethal.
Okay. Yeah. That's the important part. Yeah.
Okay, when I
Mm-hmm.
talk about helping each other out, if there's a disaster, we're talking not a man-made disaster, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but a earth-made disaster, right?
Okay.
Uh, weather-made disaster. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is for us to help each other, right?
Right.
But we are not going to be capable. Let's say that you are deciding to contribute in, well, let's go kill people.
Oh.
Okay. That energy will take you out.
Oh, yeah, it's negative, right?
Okay. That energy, we have just ingress in a nodal, in a southern nodal uh, energy that occurred during the the Cancer month, that what's it called it, the equinox, okay,
Yeah, the equinox.
and the solstice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
solstice we had in Cancer last, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
started to lean into the southern energy, a southern energy that is feeding kindness, feeding well-being,
Mm-hmm.
feeding interested in each other to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
For the next 10 years, from 25 to 35, we're just in the ingress of it. Okay, Renee?
Mm-hmm.
Where just like ingress means that we are coming in it. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a sorting out of you're on that side and I'm on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of the teams, right?
Right. Right.
And anybody that takes arms first, like we're talking about arms, we're talking about like guns and bullets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that does that into within, like what's happening in Bangladesh,
It's
what's happening,
trying to harm, yeah. Taking
what's
weapons.
happening in, yeah, it's a moment of do no harm.
Yeah.
Personally,
Mm-hmm.
remember we are what? Spirit. What is spirit? It is not dense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Spirituality, we are in a moment that the next 10 years, this is so freaking cool, that in the next 10 years, we will prove the connection and the communication between the invisible realm and the visible realm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's going to be within a few years. CERN will have something will come in where the soul will be proven to be in the body, like at the center of that little air pocket between your pineal gland and your, uh,
Yeah. The rarefied air, right? Yeah.
that's it. What a good word, verified air.
Rarefied, yeah, rarefied air.
What a good word. Thanks. I'm writing it down. You know,
Rarefied air, rarefied air, yeah.
verified air that we wake up with every morning, and that we get to apply right to our lives, right? That's our responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
So as I am down and about, my mind my mind works a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came to deduct. We are at the end of an era, the end of an age, and everything else. And we are also, because I've been reading The Dark Soul of the Night, okay?
Right, yeah.
And I think the United States have been going through its own dark soul of the night,
Yeah.
okay? And as I'm reading The Dark Soul of the Night, it really explains the attitudes in the last uh, 20 years, okay? And I'm going, oh my God. So I can see the rectification happening right now with that southern, you know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
penchant of beauty, energy. You know, energy is what you give it to be, right?
Right.
So when you look at the fifth ray in this, do you see the chart?
Yes, so yeah.
No,
Mm-hmm.
you look at that fifth way, okay? It is in the non-sacred planet, okay? We're still in Pluto Aquarius, right?
Right,
We're
yeah.
moving toward, and my intention is to get you guys to understand, we're moving toward Capricorn as we getting closer, closer, closer to September.
Right.
That Capricorn effect, remember, it's going to happen from September 1st. It's going to be there for the next 3 months, okay, if not more. But it is to go and sweep up what has been swept up prior in the last, since the last eclipse, okay.
Right. Yeah.
So it's going to return, it's returning that. But what happens with the fifth way and Leo and Aquarius and Virgo after that and Libra after that, all that happens to be the calibration. It's like kissing science and spirituality. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that little smooch that is so magnetic that
Mm-hmm.
now they're meeting together, science and spirituality in the next 10 years
Yeah.
will be in such better sort of explanation, because it will be practically tangible for the people like me or you that intends to play with their presence, their
Mm.
their eternal presence, that they live in the physical body. Okay, this is a new world that we're integrating in. And this
Right.
is, I know you can say, oh, well. It is not. It is true.
Okay.
because
Okay,
because
yeah.
I get visions, and I am a channeler. I see. This is the first time, even though I am in as much pain as I am, that I have seen the most beautiful outlooks for the future
That's good to know. Yeah.
that I have never, I was always tuned into, well, beware of this, because this is going to happen to you, and I could see it and
Right.
everything else,
Yeah.
you know. But this week, it's like a, a piercing point of view of seeing this amazing collaboration from the people. And that
Mm-hmm.
comes from the Gen Zs, okay?
All the Gen
Remember,
Zs, yeah.
remember that the Zs, even though we say Zs, you could think they're sleeping away.
No, they're not.
Those, no,
They're
no,
not.
they are very quiet. They are arising with the complement of has to be for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Yeah.
While millennial, was
Mm-hmm.
like, they're coming out of that generation of me, like, where's mine?
Right.
When actually where's mine is in with everybody, because there's something for everybody in your unique way.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. We have been taught to compete about unreachable things because we were not of that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
I,
know,
yeah. Yeah.
we, we are of our own personal makeup, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is a moment, this week, and I was so aggravated. I have listened to many astrologers while I'm like feeling kind of sorry for myself, and they pissed me off. They just pointed of there's going to be civil war in the U.S. There's going to be
Yeah,
this. They said
yeah, really. All the negative stuff. Yeah.
all the scare me, would you? That's what it says. It said, oh, please keep me in a state of fright.
Well, that's what they're trying to accomplish is fear.
It's just
Yeah.
idiotic, you
They,
know.
they want to control still. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, but what are they controlling? Murder?
No, you can't.
You know
That's
what I'm talking about?
yeah.
I mean, what are they trying to control? Improvement?
I don't know what the goal is.
It just so you can see the way I'm speaking right now. There's no magnet to it. It falls flat now.
Yeah.
Where there was maybe a couple of months ago, like rah rah, and you could feel that it could actually happen. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
right now I've become to feeling that people are coming to their senses. Integration is being giving allowment, like being allowing yourself to. I think do I want to hurt myself? No.
No.
So I'm going to integrate. I'm going to try to see, and they're probably going to try to see me. And this is the moment that we start to weave a new sense of being. Okay,
Yeah.
I heard all these scary astrologers.
Yeah.
Okay, and they were explaining, and we're gonna look at this. Okay, we're gonna look at what's coming up as far by the end of the week, Renee. Okay,
Mhm.
by the end of this week, I'm gonna show you the degrees. Um, Come on, puppy. Can you change? Can you just like switch?
Okay,
um,
you back. See you.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you just do something for me?
Yeah, really.
So I
Hello.
want you to look at this chart here. Okay. Saturn, 17th degree of Pisces. Saturn has been in Pisces for the last year and something. Okay. He is going to be there for another year and a half, I think. Okay. He's retrograde. He's going over certain moments of energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to create a trine with also Jupiter. That's going to, now it's at 16. Jupiter is Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini. We know that Jupiter is there for another 6 months in Gemini because, uh, I mean, a little bit more than that, 9 months maybe, uh, in Gemini because Jupiter spent a year in each sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have Mars on the 15th of Gemini degree. Okay. And we're looking at these 3 degrees creating a trine or a square with something else. Okay. So this is significant. Let's go look at the degree. Okay. What does that degree says to us? We've talked about the 27 degree next call, but this is important. Okay. We're going to go see what Gemini is ruminating with. Going around with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, my little. Okay. Gemini, Urgivar, assists the magician. Okay. Theoretically and practically in gaining the favor of very important persons. He also instructs the magician how to become liked by women or men, whichever seems necessary for him or her. And if the magician follows precisely these instructions without doing this according to his individual views, he will have full success in ease in his own respect. Okay?
Oh.
Respecting yourself, knowing that your little mixology, okay, of your own attunement, your own sense of perception in this world today, because we are in a specific era,
Andy,
is
Andy, wait a minute. You've got the 17 degrees in Gemini. The
yes.
thing that's in Gemini is 16 degrees,
You
Jupiter.
want to go see? You want
Yeah. Say
yeah,
16. Yeah. Move
okay.
up one. Move up one.
Okay, let's go here.
Yeah.
Has
Don't let.
has
Yeah.
a
Do that.
special affection for beauty.
Yeah. That one.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is what it is on today.
Mm-hmm.
Harmony and external splendor. If requested by the magician, this head is always prepared to initiate into the various mysteries of beauty care. It will tell it ways and means by which he can make his body look good looking and attractive. Magicians with a sense for beauty and special emphasis on their external appearance will find an excellent inspirer in their heads. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at, but I also, what I want to impress is that node of energy that is now tilted to the south. Okay.
At the node. All right.
Yeah, that node is going to be there for the next 10 years. We are at the start.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The very beginning, okay? That is going to, through the next decade, it's going to expand beauty. And you can see that in the rays, the fourth ray, the enormity of the fourth ray little souls that are perking up right now. That the Gen Zs, they were the first one to have some of that. The Capricorn generation that we are finally letting go of, they are fourth ray souls. Okay, they are accomplished beings.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we're spiritual beings having a human experience.
All
Okay,
right. Yeah.
so we're going to go look Mars. Mars in the 17th. This is the same for Mars. Okay,
Yeah.
Mars is going to be at that degree, that 17 degree. Okay, there's a lot for you to keep your composure within yourself, like even calibrated. There's no, you don't want to throw yourself in a tizzy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're going to pull your back out that way.
Gotta try stay calm. Yeah. Right. Stay calm.
Okay, the 17th of Gemini, okay, is sociable. Remember, Jupiter is there also, right? Jupiter is, the one that brings the implication of enormity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, sociable, courteous, refined, cultured disposition, dressed neatly, capable of business affair.
Mm-hmm.
Business is something that we do every day in our lives. Business is living the way you live. Okay. Business is everything you do. It's your business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are your business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the alignment of finally coming to the possibility and the potentiality of having more of us being responsible and having fun with creating beauty instead of sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's a job that all human beings are doing. Outgoing, enterprising. Okay. This is
Mm-hmm.
from different writers, right? That writes about the Greys. And we're talking about, we have an array from a couple of 100 years to 500 years to, you know, in
Mm-hmm.
this compilation of degrees that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, there's a lot of rich taste and we enjoy comfort, good leadership qualities, overbearing and maybe overbearing and egotistical. Okay. This
Mm-hmm.
is not going to work in the next decade, being egocentric.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when your ego starts to just demand your, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it will, if you are not aware to be able to be uh, flourishing with what is yours to thrive with and grow and constantly put demand on others, it's going to become a deficiency. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that this is where we're really growing. We're becoming teenagers. We're letting older teenagers, okay, as far as humanity is concerned, where like the young responsible adult that we see that in the Gen Z, okay, many of them are young, determined, responsible, and capable because they were born with the wired skills in.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the unleashment of that trilogy of the 17-degree Pisces, Gemini, and Saturn, it's going to show us our limitation in the dread, you know,
Yeah.
and it's going to give us a choice. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So integrating this week, well-mannered, conservative, that is the plot of a civilized civilization.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Yes.
You know, I mean, do we have to stop Miss Manner again? You know, remember when we were little? I don't know about you, but there was like Miss Manner, right? You had to learn your manners, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't you have that in
No.
school? Well,
No.
we have to learn to be sociable.
Oh, is that what they're saying? Okay.
Okay, and learn how to use your utensils and how to speak to others, you know, how to approach
Yeah.
others.
Right.
And we learn, I don't know, we learned that from really early in school. Maybe it's bizarre, but it made a mark on me, you know, as far as like being aligned. So
Right.
this alignment is available to us this week. Okay. So by the end of the week, when we come to the 19th, next Sunday, okay, that is going to be huge. The energy, there's going to be enormous events.
Yeah.
And these are for us to not go crazy with. Okay. Observe,
Right.
do not participate. Only participate if your universe requests you to be part of. Okay. But that's for you to know, right? But don't go put yourself in the fire for nothing.
Yeah.
So that's my advice.
Pay attention.
Okay, so be careful here. Okay, we want to work these degrees with you. Okay, we're
Observe.
looking at,
Observe. Right. Yeah.
yeah, but look here. Okay, the other degrees in this series of degrees we're talking about, I'm looking at different authors. Okay, the symbol here is the handless man. And 16, 17 Gemini, birthright,
Would be
birthright,
with
personal,
Jupiter. Yeah.
yeah, personal, Jupiter, personal prestige, occult powers may grant the native supremacy over others, who will then be the material tool to carry out what the native, not, you know, the group, but as conceived. Should practical execution fail him, he would not be able to perform with his own hand and translate into concrete reality what appears dazzlingly clear in his mental eye. Either he will be totally devoid of manual skills and practical sense, or will be main and otherwise invalidated. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's serious. Okay. Should he work with supernatural means, one has then to bear in mind that magic consists only in working without hands and walking without feet. Let those who have ears understand, but magic practice will not suit anyone who is not physically whole.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to do whatever you do from a,
Yeah.
clear understanding.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the 17 and 18 degree of Gemini with this author, okay? Because it
Mm-hmm.
is, this is the aftermath, like after Sunday, but we are in the shadow of all this, Renee.
Mm-hmm.
So the symbol is two foxes in relay according to their customs. One rouses the game while the other lurk in ambush, ready to stalk it. So you have that inner duality. Gemini, remember the two person, or the two pillars. In between those two pillars, what is created? Your new reality. You're putting the ingredients together. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a close cooperation, a very subtle mind in lower being, shady, cunning, and complicity, mental suppleness,
Mm-hmm.
and penetration, swift and unconstrained gesture of great experience in business and politics. On the strength of his own undeniable practical ability, the native may conceive too ambitious plan, too of an ambitious plan. It's not
Mm-hmm.
the number two, it's like too ambitious,
Mm-hmm.
demanding exceptional timeless, and utter precision of movement. These undertaking can be crowned with full success, and then the result runs the risk of not being equally divided between the subject and his partner. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we are in a moment of calibration.
Mm-hmm.
Air sign. Okay, another thing that we did in 2020 that many people don't should keep in mind, that for the next couple of 100 years, 196 years, we're going to be in a air delivery system.
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we get that little pocket of air in between.
Yeah, between the pineal and the pituitary, right?
Yeah, that is that movement that goes in there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the energy. What are we? Energy.
Yeah.
God's energy.
Everything's energy, right?
Everything's energy. And this is going to be so much fun. It gets processed in that little pocket of energy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And your biology, your nanobiology
Right.
understands that.
Mm-hmm.
And every day, the oxygen and the fire that it needs and the contribution that it needs is always available. But there's also a moment that we are in right now,
Mm-hmm.
is the risk of so much destruction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about Russia, we're talking about, you know, Iran, we're talking about Israel and everything else. Okay.
The hot spots, yeah.
The hotspot, Gaza, these
Yeah.
poor people. Okay. So this is the moment. This is calibration moment. This is
Mm-hmm.
also, let's understand, as far as Israel is concerned, this will be completed in this decade. That war will
It'll be over.
with,
It'll be over in this.
yes, this will complete itself in
Good.
this decade,
Good.
because 5,000 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
what was applied to that has been exhausted.
Oh, it has to be, yeah.
You know what
See?
I mean?
Yeah.
Has Everybody that has a desire to live that desire, you have to exhaust it. Okay, meaning
Mm-hmm.
journey through the whole thing of it.
Right.
Okay, till you finally understand that that journey was that journey, and that's what you got out of it. But that is
Yeah.
also
They gotta let it go. Yeah.
it is also for the consummation of the mass energy that participate with all of our incarnations. We're not here
Yeah.
alone.
You're right. Yeah.
We really are not. We're part of groups of people,
Mm-hmm.
and we came here at different times.
Right.
And it is extraordinary that the visions that I have for the future have been like taken away from the doom and gloom
Yeah.
to this amazing, colorful content, that are not even put together quite
Mm-hmm.
yet. It's just that the content is
Oh,
better, it's livelier, it's like it's good for the system, it's good for your nervous system. It
mm-hmm.
relaxes the muscles. So
Yeah, it's
so
good to
that
know.
tells me that
Mm-hmm.
that little tilt that the nodals energy has for
Mm-hmm.
in toward the south, warming up the energy instead of becoming cold and nasty.
Yeah,
That little
good.
warm up is really going to be healthy for
It
the
it
soul.
it needs it. Yeah.
And we deserve it. We deserve to actually have the opportunity to notice the difference.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You get
Big difference. Sure.
so look at the work that we've done in the last years. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
how much improvement we've done in growth in so many ways. I've
Mm-hmm.
got to understand things that I just dreamed to understand. And you probably do too. You probably
Mm-hmm.
see yourself
Yeah.
in a better content,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when there's something going out in the outer world, you also sense the wall, don't you, Renee?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
very glad. I'm very
Without a
glad you do.
doubt. Yep. Definitely.
Mhm.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
So that, to me, that's success. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To
Yeah.
me, that is learning to navigate the future,
Yeah.
because there will be a moment in this month. Okay, we're talking about this week, Renee. We're not talking about months from now. We're talking about within the rest of this month.
Okay.
So much
Mm-hmm.
will change our minds.
Yeah.
So we have to pay attention. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we have to do it for the common good. And
Yeah.
17 Gemini, see another, the other part of the 17 Gemini, 16 Gemini. 16 Gemini says, a man stretches his arms, which have no hands, toward the table dressed with beautiful fruit and nice books. At his feet is a broken pitcher with its wasted water. This degree is a bad omen. Okay,
Mm.
one becomes a burden for one's family following an accident caused by someone else's carelessness.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember,
Mm-hmm.
we are Mercury retrograde right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most accidents happen at home, Andy, and happen in near home. You get that?
I know because of someone that we know, our mail lady. Somebody was, two guys were drag racing and went head on right into their car, and she really got hurt bad. She had 3 surgeries. She's really a mess
Yeah, it
because of somebody
happens.
else's carelessness. Yeah.
Yes, that kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is available to all of us because the energy is in the air. So be be aware. Don't pull one like me, like I did. I hurt myself, right?
Right.
Nobody else did, but I did. Okay.
Mhm.
So but it happened in my home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could not have, if it was meant to happen, it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Right.
is the moment we're in right now. This Mercury retrograde, the shadow will end in September, around September, mid-September. Okay, but it will end officially on the 28th of August.
All right. That's
Okay,
when Mercury goes direct.
yes, but
Okay.
it goes direct. It stays static for a moment, right,
Yeah.
and then starts going direct. But the
Right.
shadow is still there because of the influence of Mars.
Right.
and Jupiter amplifying that energy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mars in Gemini, it's pretty serious.
Yeah. That's your planet of luck. Well, it's not going to be luck then. You have to be careful. Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
the Democrats are going to have a convention next week, right? At the end, there's going to be huge protests. Okay, that will occur about Gaza, right?
Right. Yeah.
And but there's something terrible that's going something very is amplified in that nature over there. Okay. So, you know, stay home, watch, don't, but there will be a huge convention, but the energy in that convention is blessed. Okay. So I'm not worried too much. All right. I don't think that it's going to happen exactly. It's not going to happen at the beginning of the convention. Okay. And I can see it toward the end, but it's I'll tell you more on Wednesday because I'll probably have visions, but
Yeah.
and
See what that says. Yeah.
yes, and the convention is but it is an amplifier for the nodal southern tilt that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It is about prosperity. It is about, not destitution or not ruins, but to be able to bring future years ahead of us for the middle class. Okay. So, but that is global energy.
It's global energy. Okay.
So it's not just special to us, in America. It's a global energy. That energy we're talking about is global. It's the
It's going to
world.
affect. It's going to affect Israel and that whole mess
Yes.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say the termination of that war within the next that ends. Okay. This next decade, 25 to 35. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to reestablish a base of normalcy and a social decorum that's going to be adopted by everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Of course, there's always going to be a derelict here and there, but for the next, so a social, sense of appeal that is, you just don't cross. You just don't do that. There's no reason for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people have been yearning for that. People have been thirsty to just like being able to have a moment of building and thriving and enjoying with the people they love.
Yeah.
Instead of fearing,
Yeah. Fear's been too long. Yeah.
Yeah, it got entrenched. Like, you go to the grocery store and you're scared shitless. I mean,
You don't know what kind of crazy is going to happen. Yeah.
So when we're looking at this moment we're doing right now, okay, it's important that you understand. Let's go look at 17 in Pisces, okay?
Let's see Saturn. What's Saturn doing? Yeah.
Yes. So we know what the inkling is, okay? 17 in Pisces. Where are you? Okay. It is so funny. Look at this. We're going to look at 16 Pisces. Wait, I'll do it again.
Wait, you were at 17. Where'd you go?
Right here.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. You got to move it up a little bit to read it.
I'm trying to, but it's
I know
just
your hands are having problems too.
It's not fun.
What day?
Let's see. No, we're gonna go. There we go.
It's moving up a little bit more.
Let's look at 17 childless.
You got to move it up here. I can't see the words.
This is almost too funny. Okay?
Can you move it up? Yeah, a little bit. A little more.
Where am I? Oh
Yeah, you could,
man,
but you were there. Hold on, where'd you go? You went up
I
too
know,
far now. You, well,
I know.
too,
It's
yeah.
17 Pisces.
You want to get back to that, yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna hide this. There we go.
Yeah, yeah, now you can read it better, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 17 Pisces, childless and fertile female magicians
Hmm.
are given advice by this head on how to become fertile. Okay, it's almost too funny. It's. I my head's going somewhere, but I don't want to talk about it with you.
Okay.
Okay, but he knows them. He knows them means and ways by which they can determine in advance the sex of the baby they expect. Okay. If asked to do so, Forstetten will remove from man and woman frigidity and increase their sexual powers. The method revealed by this head will enable the magician to maintain the sexual and intellectual powers of youth until he is a very old man.
Mm.
No
Yeah,
wonder they want to do that.
yeah, the guys would be happy with that. I guess.
It's kind of like, yeah, but let's go see the next piece of
Mhm. That's Saturn, but Saturn's in retrograde, so
it's going well.
how good
There's a
is
lot
that
of
going to
people talking
happen?
about childless cat lady. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a lot of talking about older women without children, you know.
Right, yeah.
Uh, there's a
But
lot of talk about that, you know.
yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
those old gyppies, man. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
It really is funny. Okay. Quickly
Hmm.
grasp concept of ideas right now, 17 Pisces. Okay.
Hmm.
Fluent speaker, may approach life too intellectually, good understanding of dream symbols. So we're talking about for the people that work with their spirit, not spirituality.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Work with the spirit that they are. All
Yeah, that's
right.
the spirit they are, right?
Yes. Okay. They have the ability because they're working with themselves. They know who they are and they can create this stuff.
Right.
Okay, so
Hmm.
this is very powerful, and
Right.
learning your dream symbol, learning, pay attention to your life, approach your life the way you want it to be.
Yeah.
Okay, love every day of it.
Right.
17 Pisces. Okay,
Hmm.
ingenious, inventive, highly intelligent, strive to perfect and refine his inspired ideas, prone to periodic sudden fits of implacability and irritability. Okay,
Right.
so temper tantrums uh, are available there for all of us. Okay,
Okay. Yeah, I had one this morning because I couldn't get something working right in the computer. All
and
right.
out of that release, there's something inventive comes out of it. Okay,
Okay, good. Yeah.
to settle you down, to
Yes.
set
And
subtle.
that was John trying to show me the right way. Yeah, this will work
Yeah,
out. And I
yeah.
couldn't figure it out. I was getting crazy.
Now you can also, it also becomes, listen to this, okay? This is
Hmm.
what we're becoming in the next few
Hmm.
days. That's not that we're not just becoming, it's available to you. It's adaptable to you. It's it's something that you can influence to attract to yourself, okay?
Hmm.
So it's quiet, it's unassuming personality, it's imaginative, it's sensitive, it's intuitive, it's sacrificing, it strives for purity and refinement.
Hmm.
We have gone through these burning grounds, people, for
Right. Yeah.
a very long time. Okay. And we have shed some blocks of uh, apathy,
Mm-hmm.
and we have shed some blocks of, contaminations. We have,
Mm-hmm.
we have
Mm-hmm.
individually, all of us have. Okay,
Right. Yeah.
so that quiet. This is a refinement. We're doing this right now this week. Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
why I say you're doing this for yourself. Don't implicate anyone else in this magnificent new moon
Right.
move.
Yeah.
It's generous. You'll know what to self-sacrifice. This, self-sacrifice is like, oh, I'm letting it go. I really liked it, but I have to let it go because
Mm-hmm.
it makes me a needy person.
All right. Yeah.
You know, um, you get to become that generous and say, know yourself as that, instead of, that. Let me go ask somebody else, am I that? No, you're the only one that knows that you're that.
That's right. Know yourself. That's right.
Know thyself. So that's what this is very important, to keep our head above water. And the last one for 17 Pisces on this,
Mm.
a man falls off as he jumps his horse over the fence. In a meadow, three wild horse fight each
Oh.
other.
Oh.
We're talking about these horses of apocalypse, right?
All right.
They
Yeah.
are there, but we have the white horse. You're the white horse.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that.
Yeah.
When you meditate, you can see yourself as the white horse coming out, so
Mm-hmm.
that daring, violent, and improvident character. It
Mm-hmm.
is necessary to avoid all forms of conflicts. Learn
Mm-hmm.
to exercise some patience and carefully ponder the
Yeah.
situation before taking action. I think that's what I
Yeah.
was telling you earlier.
I know. I should have patience. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was telling you that earlier, the beginning of the call, that it
Mm-hmm.
was, pay attention to those conflicts. Don't
Yeah.
participate.
No.
If it is not who you are becoming, don't do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
many of them that might participate, but they will lose and suffer greatly for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. It's not worth it. No.
So this degree, success can be achieved in sports, which we have seen
Oh, the
in the
Olympics. Yeah.
Olympics,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Talk about, providing us right now with the receipts and good training. I mean, that is the perfect degree,
Yeah.
talking about what's happening in the outer world,
All right.
right?
Yes. Right.
And this degree, important danger like linked to horses and transportation in general. So
Mm-hmm.
don't get in that gas powered horse if you don't have to.
Right. Avoid it.
Ex-
Yeah.
yes,
Pay attention.
don't get
Pay.
on airplanes. This is not a time to travel.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Expatriation or
Right.
working abroad is strongly advised against.
Right.
Okay. So
Oh,
I would
it's
take a
good for
few weeks.
traveling.
I would postpone my
Mm-hmm.
trip to next month late.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Make sure get it past that. Right. You don't want problems. Don't do
So
it.
and on the 18th, the 18 Pisces, right? The chemist works in a laboratory full of retorts, flax, measuring devices, creating cautious, enthusiastic character endowed with strong persuasion powers and good oratory skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very amplified by the end of this week. All
Right.
right.
Yeah.
And remember, when we leave a degree, we grab a trail of it with us. There's a continuity with us. If
Right.
it's meant to develop into your energy or in your data, it you attract, you connect, you magnetize to you the effects of that degree.
Right.
Just like when we go forward in our astrology, our sun, I was born with 3 degree Libra. Now I'm at 10 degrees Sagittarius. All of these degrees left an impression in me.
Yeah, it keeps changing. Something else, right?
So, but the same happened to all of us. That's why we can begin to imagine a constant progress. We don't go backwards. It
Right.
doesn't work. It does not.
No.
What has been learned or not, what has been dropped or not, is left. It's always with you and can reignite itself, but you have the products with you
Right.
from those degrees that you've lived through.
Mm.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
So that's why when you learn degrees, when you read these things, you get to keep it with them. Okay? These are things that I would love for people to understand. That's that's what happens to us with it.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
See me? Hi.
Hello, Andy, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those degrees are very important. And this is the effects that we're going to have this week. Okay. It's not like people are coming out and killing each other. We don't want that attitude. Okay.
No.
Please
Yeah. No crazies come out of the woodwork. Okay.
control yourself.
Yes. Being control. Gotta be in
Yeah.
control right now.
Yeah. You can take a vacation from controlling, maybe, right now it's all hands on board. We don't want to be handless. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, I hope you learned something today.
Interesting.
It's different points of views that needs to be considered. They have been considered by others, but we need to bring that to the forefront for the positive parts of it.
Right.
Not, stop the hate.
Well, I gotta stop that. Yeah, it's been building more and more. That's why I don't want to listen to commercials anymore. It makes me crazy. I can't stand the negative crap.
I can't watch anything. I just can't. And I'm just done with ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly. That's what it is, and it makes me crazy, and I don't want to see that happening.
You definitely don't deserve that.
No, it's not right. Yeah.
So we meet again on Wednesday.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, Andy.
Pray for